Well, hi. Old guy in shed. Where do I start? Been a while since I've done one. I am sorry. Been riding motorbikes. Now, talking on the subject of riding motorbikes, out of all my machines, I haven't got a great lot, but I've got a couple. Out of the machines I own, the one bike that I thought was indestructible and never let me down, just stopped. Stupid story behind it. Nonetheless, it was the Falcone hanging its head in shame. Like I say, it's the one bike I thought was indestructible because it's so relaxed and it's so under stress. There's no stress in the engine at all. But anyway, I was going out for a ride with a pal of mine. We decided to go for a run out up the hills. I got about 10-12 miles from home and just stopped. First thing I noticed was that the rev counter wanders about anyway, but it was really violently wandering about because it always wanders about. I didn't pay too much store on it. I thought, oh, it's failing and that's the end of that. But it wasn't. It was ignition fault, and all of a sudden the engine just cut and stopped. The hard part about this story is that while I was getting ready to leave, I was thinking to myself, I do have a couple of bikes that have toolkits. Falcone's not one of them. I thought, right, I'll grab one of the other toolkits, take it with me, job done. And in the process of putting on my helmet, my jacket, getting the bike out the shed, blah blah blah, forgot. So I didn't have a toolkit. My pal was fairly new BMW. They don't come with a toolkit as such. It's a screwdriver, I think, and that's about it. So I was a bit stuffed. So we talked about it for a minute and made the decision that the thing to do was I would sit with the bike and he would go off and get the trailer and the car. That's what he did. So we get it back to back to base, and because you know it's always the ignition, I decided to take the two screws off the cover. As I backed the screws off, a little screw fell on the floor. I thought, points have gone adrift. Cover off, points were fine. It was one of the three screws that hold the back plate that's on slots for the, what do you call it, the points bugger. So I put the screw back in, didn't really time it, I just put it back on the register marks on the plate where the washers had been. Nipped it up, hit the button, ticking over like nothing had happened. Like a naughty child just sat there going dum 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 dum, I'm fine, you know, what's your problem? Ruined the day, but there you go. As it happens, we didn't miss a great lot. But so annoying. I don't know. No idea what happened. No idea why it happened, just did. Like I say, we say these machines have personalities, and they do seem to. And that day, Falcone didn't want to go for a ride, so we went home. Bloody thing. Anyway, moving along, I've started work on the Morini, and I said I'd bring you up to date with as and when. So here I am. Pal of mine said he fancied building a street fighter scrambler type, you know, bit of a street sled type thing. So I thought, we've got this Morini, why don't we use that? Give that a go. And so I came into the shed and had a look at it and thought, do I want that amount of work? Really? It'd be nice to own. And I keep, you know, changing my mind over and over and over again as to what to do with this bloody Morini, because it's a scruffy little bugger and I want to improve it. So the decision has been made. I'm going to do the paint work on the mudguards, tank, bits and pieces, side panels, whatever. Start there, because whoever painted it didn't do a very good job. so it needs doing anyway. So I'm going to start there. And so I started rubbing down. I've done the side panels, for example. All good, all flatted, ready to go. Then I took off the front mudguard and found a bit of a horror story. It has just been badly done, badly painted. I don't know whether you can see it, but here it's like rusted through. These brackets go up the inside a bit, so they're fairly hefty. So it's gone through the outer skin, and I'm not too sure what I want to do about it. I think I might gouge it all out and get it very clean. I might even consider solder filler, like they do with cars, old cars. You know, you put in a layer of solder, flat it down, job done. Or do I just use ordinary car filler? You know, the 2-pack stuff. I don't know. I don't know what to do about that yet. Gonna have discussions with others, see what comes up. Hey, you guys comment. You guys give us a comment before I do it. More than happy to take any comments that come along, and we'll move it from there. And like I say, while you're thinking about your comments, you can tell your friends. See what I did there? That was a link. That was a clever link. Anyway, I hope those of you who bothered to watch enjoyed the coronation. I did. Being, I suppose, a sort of lapsed royalist. I don't know. I'm a sort of half royalist, I suppose. Like the idea of a monarchy, rather than when you see what's happening in poor old America with the Biden and Trump thing, where they're all trying to get everybody into court for various misdemeanors. Well, not misdemeanors, some of them are quite serious allegations, I suppose. I don't know, I don't understand everything about it. But nonetheless, I kind of like the idea of somebody at the top going, you know, hold your foot up, boys, have a think. Because that's all the monarch can do, is sort of put a steadying hand. It's a term I've heard used recently. It's called soft power. They must know something about Falcones. Anyway, yeah. But nonetheless, it was a pleasant thing to watch, all the pomp and circumstance, and it's given me a day off to get in here and do a bit more work, or an extra day off, I should say, which is all good. And so I can thank him for that. I can thank the King for giving me a bit more time to play. Right, anything else I can think of to say? Don't think so. I think I'm all done and dusted. I'll keep you up to date with the Morini. I promise the next episode will be sooner rather than later. I've had a couple of weeks, some of it because I've been busy with family affairs, and some of it because I've been riding motorbikes and I don't want to talk to anybody, I want to ride the bike. So that's that. I will promise to definitely do another episode sooner rather than later, and keep you up to date with how I'm getting on with the Morini. Although midweek, in a day or two's time, I'm going up north to see a pal of mine, and I'll keep you up to date with that because he's another bike enthusiast and he's got some mint bikes. I might take the camera with me and do a couple of pictures of his stuff. That'd be good. That'd be really interesting. And like I say, I'll keep you up to date. So this has been quite a quick video, just to keep up, and I'll talk to you all again very soon. Old guy in shed, going back to work on his Morini. That's what I'm going to do. Going to do a little bit more on the Morini. Poor thing, bless it. Ah. By the way, did I mention to tell your friends? Like, share and subscribe. Don't know whether I did, but if I did, sorry to repeat myself, if I didn't, tell your friends to like, share and subscribe. All going shed. Bye.